So I think most people know by now, I have a lot of hitches that I review. Which one, if I were going to buy just one of these, would be the one that would rise to the surface and be the one that I love the most. Because I find myself rotating through hitches quite often, just because there's certain things I like about some more than others. Like for instance, I love the WaySafe product, which is over here with the scale built in. I even like their 180 that has both balls on it, because they give you a tremendous amount of capacity, and it's a very lightweight product that doesn't stick off the back of the truck very much. I like the simplicity of the bulletproof design. Very, very heavy duty. It's a very reputable brand. They have some insane numbers associated with some of their products. This one's 14,000 pounds, but they have one that goes all the way up to 36,000 pounds. And if we had it up here, it would be the strongest in terms of capacity amongst any of these. I love B&W and how it stows out of the way and how everything's quickly attached to it. Gen Y, because it's kind of like the universal hitch. It just includes everything. You can use a clevis pin through here. You have both of the ball assemblies here that you're most often going to tow with. You have your pintle securement up here. It's one pin to remove the head. You can put it in the back in most cases and have it stowed out of the way so you don't have a tremendous amount of material sticking off the back of your vehicle. So I'm also a big fan of it because of all of that. The CURT Rebellion, I don't really use this that much, to be honest with you. I got this one specifically for the testing that we did in terms of shock absorption. I like the design. It functioned really well and it offered a tremendous amount of damping. Plus it uses a rubber bushing on it, which is pretty cool, but I don't see myself really going to this one very often. The Shocker HD, which is actually what I currently have on the back of the truck, I have it in their deeper drop configuration. Really, really cool product. You have some limitations in terms of ball height or how low you can put it because you have all of this stuff going on up here, but they make different attachments for it that are super easy to work with. I would definitely recommend locking pins for any of these, but specifically the Shocker because it's a relatively expensive hitch head assembly and you don't want someone to walk off with it. And then you have like the Gen Y Boss, which has really cool torsion flex technology built into it, a really good shock absorption characteristics. However, it's not going to be as good as utilizing air, even though if you have a heavier trailer, if you're more in the construction industrial side of the house, this is absolutely something that you might want to consider because that torsion flex technology is just going to be a really, really tried and true technology, and it's going to give you the ability to dampen some of those incredibly harsh vibrations that transfer from the truck to the trailer or the trailer to the truck. I even have an air safe over there which has some really great air technology as well. The Shocker and the air safe are definitely going to provide you the most shock absorption characteristics because of the airbag technology. But if I had to say which hitches generally live in the back of my vehicle, usually it's going to be a Gen Y Mega Hitch or it's going to be the Shocker HD. I love the capacity that you get with the Gen Y, and I love the air technology that you get with the Shocker. Now, you can get a lot of similar features and characteristics with the rest of these, but when it comes to just sheer brute strength, when it comes to just sheer brute options, having kind of a one hitch that does everything while you're out and about and you don't really have to worry about anything failing in it, this would probably be the hitch, the Gen Y Mega Hitch, mainly because it is overbuilt in every single way. It gives you so many characteristics to it that are just super useful. 3 receiver tubes, 4 in some cases, and more if you get them with greater drops. But the key here is the fact that you can do so much with a single hitch that just has an absolutely insane rating to it, and I really like it for that reason. Bulletproof kind of can make some similar claims. The problem is that it's a 2-pin system. You can't stow the ball when you're not using it, like put it on the other side, because this is a channel style mount, and the finish on the Gen Y, in my opinion, is superior to the finish on the rest of these. It is just an absolutely insanely strong finish that I think most people who have a modern Gen Y hitch would agree with. But that is the reason why the Gen Y product typically lives in the back of my truck. It's either going to be this one or the Shocker, and because I have been towing the RV lately, I've kept the Shocker in the back just to reduce the amount of shock that transfers from the back of my F450 to the front A-frame section of that trailer. Anyways, sure hope this has been helpful. Please check out my channel and subscribe if you want more informative videos on different types of hitches.